He looked like a bitch.
Yay, circles. I ain't afraid of no ghost. Oh, there's a window there. I can't see Arianda from here. Blah, 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 blah.
She doesn't answer. I should go inside.
Yes, you should.
Ariadne. I have to find her and ask her about the music box.
Wait, no pressure. There's a boss? What are you on about? Oh, Immortal Shell. Yeah, of course there is. I mean, like, people are sick at those sort of games. But I was about to say, if you're looking for sick people, before I start, I should search, ask about the music box. Yeah, I mean, people are absolutely disgusting at those games. So, but as I said, if you're looking for someone who's disgusting at these sort of games, you're definitely watching the wrong person.
It can't be. It doesn't make sense. Hmm? Mrs. Legrand, pardon me for barging in like this, but I need that box.
He wants a box. 5,000 plus hours of Dark Souls. That's just disgusting.
Ariadne's... The box! The music box I gave you. I need it.
Its box is upstairs.
Thank you. I promise I'll free both of us from that cursed thing.
Upstairs, Mr. Neuer. In my room. There.
Oh, he's gonna go upstairs and get a box. Oh, okay. I mean, to be honest with me, that kind of takes the fun out because, I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, maybe it's just because I'm bad, but I wouldn't want to be so good at that it becomes less of a challenge. That's the point of it to me, is the challenge. I mean, if it becomes
The box is somewhere on this floor.
like too normal, then doesn't it become almost just like too easy?
Mm-mm. How with that?
Damn, it won't open. Oh, guess this one. Hmm. Yeah, I guess so.
I see it next to the mirror.
And obviously he's probably a very famous person, like, and earning money from it at the same time. I can imagine that's not exactly a thing to be scoffed at. Oh god.
Where am I?
Just like he did. Oh.
What is this hideous place?
I think I need a lamppost to turn off to open the gate and get there. Beneath press L, should I knock? Go for it.
Dr. Prestigard?
I looked up on the light in the mirror. Off in the mirror is meant to show how cursed or long they have left to live or something, which is why Husher was doing it apparently. Interesting.
There are still 2 patients who haven't heard the song, but I don't remember who they are. Ariadne, are you there?
He always lies. The man next door. He always lies about his dreams.
Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun? A solar eclipse towering over a great expanse. Have you seen anything like that in your dreams?
No.
Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun?
No.
A solar eclipse towering over a great expanse. Have you seen anything like that in your dreams? Have you recently dreamed about an eclipsed sun?
Okay.
Yes.
So 6 subjects will be made to listen to Ariana's music box. The procedure has begun already, exposing the 4 of these subjects to the music with surprising effects. Ariane, the control patient, did not present any changes after listening to the music in her cell, and yet the 2 other subjects enclosed in the opposite cells have begun to refer to dreams in dark places which are clicked by the sun. Only 2 has heard the melody. It is deemed possible that the other indicates a sheer suggestion, having heard the fellow patient's description. On another note, several subjects taking part in the experiment have placed their candles in their cells, although not all of them have listened to the melody. We assume it's possible that they are simply imitating what they see other patients do in their cells. Notes. For some reason, the valves in the sound system explode when we play the song in a cell, and there are only 3 left. We must proceed with the last 2 subjects as soon as possible. They must not escape. What? So we're gonna have exploding cells? Oh, Lord of mercy. Okay, so I'm to be honest, I'm confused with what I'm actually supposed to do. So up. So obviously I've got to use the keys to play the sounds, but am I supposed to play the sounds in the music in the rooms that haven't listened to it or have listened to it? Because if that's correct, that means 2 people haven't listened to it. Arianda said that the patient in the next cell always lies about his dreams. And he said to us that he hasn't heard it. He said no. Pretty much everyone said no. But she said he lies. He said no. And this guy's not responding. So it must be these 2. The 5 and 1. So it says exposing 4 of these subjects to the music was an effect. Aranda, the control patient, did not, because we know it's not her, listen to music in a cell, and yet two of the other subjects enclosed in opposite cells. Oh, so the opposite cells to her have begun to refer a dream in which they are in a dark place with an eclipsed sun. So the 2 opposite her, so it can't be that person. Okay, let's go back. The 2 cells opposite her. But it doesn't say which ones. So her cell's that, so let's make a note. 4 is not that. 1. One, 2. That's what I thought at first, 1 and 2, because because of what the actual notes say. But she said the guy on the next to her is lying. We asked, so it's definitely not him. Only 2 have... Maybe because what it's saying is the other 2 has heard the melody. It's deemed possible that the other cases, because they've heard their fellow patient's description, I've got a feeling that means the one next to it. I've got a feeling that it is this one. So number... Oh, it can't be because... Well, the notes, that unfortunately, the notes don't really give us much to go on. The notes just pretty much say... So 6 subjects. The procedure has already begun exposing 4 of them to music. But then it says Arianda, the control patient, did not. So it's not her, and she's in number 4. And yet 2 of the other subjects enclosed in the opposite cells have referred to being in dreams. So there's 2 of them on the opposite side. So there's going to be 1 on the left hand side and potentially 1 on the right hand side. Only 1 of the 2 has heard the melody. It is deemed possible that the other, in case... Oh, only 1 of the 2 has heard the melody. So only 1 of those ones on the other side have actually heard the melody. And the other one's lying. But it can't be... Because it said the 2 opposite, so basically it can't be 2 and 1 then, because they're the ones opposite her. So I reckon it's number 3. But it doesn't really tell you much about that. She said this person's always lying. He said he hasn't seen it, so it's number 3 and 5. Yep. Yep. I'm convinced. Where does it say 1 and 2? It doesn't say 1 and 2 haven't heard it. To opposite Arianda. Yeah, it says Arianda, control patient, did not present any subject after listening to blah blah blah, and yet the 2 other subjects enclosed in opposite cells have begun to refer to a dream in which you're in a dark place. So obviously one of those have heard it, because it says only one of the 2 have heard the melody is deemed the person. Yeah, it's definitely 3 and 5. Wait, can I have 1? There we go.
I need to open this door. I have to, or I'll be stuck here forever.
Wait, did I screw that up? Oh, no, I did that right.
Mr.
First time. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's a bit grim, isn't it? So there's a bunch of cameras around. And some nooses. Where's the tip? The note that tells me how I'm supposed to do this. Okay. So, depending where the picture's taken, I have to pull the levers. That one's on the left-hand side of the post. Well, that would be just that one. Or maybe I'm supposed to pull all the ones that aren't with the person. It doesn't really tell me how I'm supposed to do it. Because that looks like he's hanging himself. let's just hang this one here because we know this one is... Was it on the left-hand side of the post or the right-hand side of the post? Okay, left. So it's definitely this one. See, I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing. Probably good. Okay. So you got one there, so let's count. So there's those 3 there in a little cluster over here, and he's in the middle one. Oh, I think you're supposed to do it and remember them because they disappear. So... Okay. But I need to remember these ones over here. So if we do those two are nice and easy to remember, so I just got to remember these. That's much harder because to get the angle right. But if we can... We can't aim our camera either there. Oh god, this is going to be annoying. Are there any negatives if you get the wrong one? Yep, that seems negative. Is there another camera somewhere that I'm missing out on? No. How the hell are you supposed to tell? I mean, I'm looking at the nooses, but it doesn't give me much time to look. So 1, 2. Ah, the heights are different. So you got a middle, low. Or is that just my angle? Middle, low, high. So you've got a high one there. Next to the high one. I think it's this one. But you would be able to... From this one, let's have a look. No, you can't. You can only see that one in the camera, unfortunately. Which makes no sense, because if you could see... Maybe that's further back than I can imagine. No. You got 1, 2. It's definitely that one. It's definitely that one. Nice. Okay. So we know... Okay. Let me try this. Top, right. B, L, bottom left. Top right, bottom left. So how close is the other one to him? There's one in between that. So it's most likely this one here. But when I was looking over here, wasn't it this? Oh shit, my memory is shot to shit. Oh, so he's right next to him, so that is it, yeah. Okay, I got it. There's that one. And then it's top right, bottom left, which is this one. Playing hangman here. And then it's this one here.
The lantern blew out. If I could just do the same with the rest.
Yay! Sebastian P. Husher.
This can't be real. Mr. Husher?
I see what you mean by puzzles. This last bit is just puzzle galore. Okay. History of family, everyone else who stayed in the house.
Husher wrote, Marsha had not found the way out. Trapped and alone in her room, the darkness loomed over her. Where did she seek refuge?
Says Marsha had found the way out, trapped alone in her room. The darkness loomed over her. What did she take refuge in? Who the fuck is Masha again? This is where I'm gonna suck because I don't remember people's names. The housekeeper. Okay. I'm gonna... She deaded. I literally am really bad for remembering stuff, so I'm gonna leave this one to you guys. Which one is it? Oh, religious nut. Let's try it.
Marsha sought refuge in her old Bible.
Good
However,
job.
no prayer could stop the shadows.
Good memory, guys.
Husher wrote, Julia found the impossible door again, but this time it was ajar. What did she do?
So what did she do? Walk away, walk into it, or whatever the hell? Oh, call mum. I think she called her mum, because if I remember right, when, because she wanted to prove to her mum that the door was there. What do you guys think? Do you remember? I think it is called mum, because I think, because originally she wanted to prove to her mum that the door was there. But I'm not sure if she actually just ended up walking into it though. I think you got a better memory than me. What does Shum think? What does Joe? You remember either? Ah, the memories. Oh Christ! Okay.
Julia entered, wanting to leave it open. Great was her horror when she discovered that once on the other side, the door had disappeared.
Wow, you have a good memory. I'll give you kudos.
Usher wrote, Catherine and Saul were locked in the bedroom when suddenly the door began to open. Then Catherine took...
And Catherine took what? Baseball bat, scissors, or saw? Well, I don't remember reading anything about a baseball bat or scissors, but I'm gonna say saw. Scissors could sound familiar. Oh, okay. It does make sense. The other ones kind of don't.
Catherine took little Saul in her arms. She couldn't comfort him or stop that thing that was lurking beyond the threshold from entering. So...
They hugged each other, didn't they? They didn't escape. Just... Oh, how sweet.
Then they hugged each other and said the last goodbye before the darkness swallowed them up.
Aww. Oh, we got one more light to go. One more light to go. Oh, no. We done all lights.
God. This place. There. Box. I need to leave the box.
Take it back, motherfucker.
See you never. Oh God! At last, I did it! I fucking did it!
I'm so glad that was the quiet one. Nice try, Squire. Nice try.
Everything will be okay, Mrs. Legrand. Ah, and that song will never play in this world again. I must have fallen asleep. What time is it? It's getting late. Do you mind if I turn on the lights?
No.
Does he look like a bitch?
But it likes the song.
Enjoy your lunch, mate. Nah, there's only one way to get me, unfortunately. That was a close one, but nah. But guess what, guys? It looks like we done it. Oh.
Where am I? Hello?
Is anyone there?
Hello?
Help! Somebody! Help me, please! Help! Somebody! Help me, please! Help! Let me out! Help!
Well, very odd. Well, personally, how did I feel about that game? Okay, mate, have a good one. I'll catch you later, bud. Mate, Ariane is actually a bellend. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. I would just say, for me, the first chapter was what it was all about. I mean, you could have played the first chapter and called that. I mean, that first chapter was brilliant. I mean, everything about that first chapter was fantastic. It was scary. It was random. But by the time you got to the second, third, fourth chapter, even the fifth chapter, whatever, so it just lost that scariness because it just got a bit, as you said, too puzzly. But I mean, as a game itself, if you ignore the fact that it's not just meant to scare the living shit out of you, it's a fun game. I mean, really enjoyable. Yeah, I kind of want to play it again. I kind of want to go through the harder difficulty that's been released. But I just feel like it does need more scares in it. I mean, if you consider that, I mean, like, if you look at Visage, I mean, like, when I played Visage, the first episode, I was scared shitless. When I played the second episode, it was scary, but then it lost that scare because of the puzzles got a bit too bleh, and then I was more annoyed rather than, yeah. Another memory of it. It just comes off his face. HP Lovecraft difficulty has been locked. Well, that means we could do that and do it on a a speed run. Yeah, I mean, even chapter 2, I thought chapter 2 was really good actually, even though it was much bigger. I think the thing with chapter 2 is, at least with chapter 2, it still had some differentness about it. I mean, like that one that can hear you, the demon that could hear you, and also that scary bit where you're actually walking around and trying to avoid that demon. I felt terrified at that point. But then it moved on to chapter 3 and I just started to lose that fear for me. And a game like this, it seems, I mean, obviously the graphics are really nice, but I mean, it's not focused on that. It is meant to be a scary game, and it kind of lost that scariness about it. Maybe I just become a bit desensitized to it after playing such a scary game like Visage. But onwards and upwards, eh?